to another episode of the Mi Casa podcast. As always, sponsored by Sondrea Coffee and Espresso, just located on Main Street next to the IGA. Best coffee in Aussie Park. Get down, check him out, and we'll be lucky to have Nick hopefully on the next episode with us and talking a little bit about J&N Sports Entertainment and Sondrea Coffee. But the main attraction, the man himself, we got him in the chair. It was hard to do, but he's here. Welcome, Christian.
Thanks for having me.
Main St Barbers.
Yep.
Obviously, we had your better half on a couple of weeks ago.
Some would say that.
Yeah, your second wife.
Yeah,
and
pretty much.
They weren't well, but the people asked for you, so we got you here.
Very nice, thanks.
And we'll try to keep it as PG as possible.
Not a problem. I'll try my best.
How's it all been going? Obviously, new shops just opened up out in Nedlands. Talk to us.
Yeah, it's been stressful, but it's been good. It's been, how do I say it? Yep.
It's exciting.
It's exciting. It was nerve-wracking, but we've got the ball rolling, and it's doing well for opening a new shop.
Yeah, obviously it's going to take a little while
to
kind of get the name out there and be in a little bit of a distance from where we are now. But
yeah, trying to tap into a whole new, different clientele, different to our clientele we have at Main Street.
Yeah, we've got some unique characters.
Yeah, quite loud. Sip and smoke.
Look, let's just clear this up. 3 minutes in, how many haircuts a week does Sip get?
Look, it's 3, 4 a week. It's
3 to 4.
Sometimes he's in here more than I am. Look, he's up and about. It probably keeps the till going, mate.
I think he's paid for my car, and he's paid for a few things in my life.
He's done well. So, thank you, Sip.
Yeah, thanks.
Appreciate it.
Keep putting the money through, and we'll keep looking after you as well.
That's it.
Now, let's kind of go back to the start for you. Obviously, we've got the 2 shops now, but you kind of, I'd say you were definitely ahead of the curve in terms of now a lot of young guys want to be barbers. When you were doing it, was a bit different.
Yeah, look, when I started, I didn't know really what I wanted to do. Then I started working with my auntie at her salon in North Perth.
Was that by choice,
School wasn't a strong point for me. Wasn't the smartest kid. Didn't really want to be there. I was there just to sort of have fun and run them up. Got myself into a bit of trouble. Got suspended. Then they said my best bet was to either, go to another school, find a job, whatever. So my auntie offered me to come work with them. I went and worked with them for a bit.
Were they doing hairdressing and barbering? Was it full?
It was both unisex.
Yeah.
So I went into, a unisex salon, so I was doing both men and women. It was good to learn both. When I went to TAFE, I had to learn both as well. But yeah, I found my passion in barbering and stayed doing that.
Yeah. And obviously back then, pretty different to now. We got the barbering apprenticeships just come back in.
Yeah.
You were forced to do
hairdressing
on, hey?
Yeah, so technically I'm a hairdresser, qualified hairdresser. But yeah, now you've got the option of doing hairdressing or barbering separately. I think it's, if that's what people want to do, then it's like whatever.
Probably makes it easier on...
Yeah, it's a lot easier on, kids trying to do things, they might not feel comfortable doing hairdressing, or they'd rather just do barbering or whatever,
That's what happened with me. I wasn't interested in the hairdressing side of things because I wouldn't have been able to get the models in for all that kind of stuff. So it kind of worked out good that they changed it.
Yeah. Waiting for models there was like, on the hairdressing side of it was a mission.
Nightmare. Just doing old grannies off the street or something.
Finding some old granny in Northbridge.
Hey, it wouldn't have been bad being, 16-year-old, 17-year-old in the class, a few other hairdressers in there.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Yeah. It was all right. But when you're 16, you look like you're 12, it didn't really help.
Oh, man. My TAFE class has been different. I had 3 people in there because the first year of barbering. But now, Connor and James.
James, yeah.
The numbers have gone through the roof.
Yeah, they've got full classes now, which was pretty much what we had for hairdressing, which is good to see the numbers growing in the industry.
Yeah.
So it's good seeing, the potential coming through with these young kids.
Yeah.
It's good.
Do you find it's changed as well in terms of obviously our parents are all tradies and bricklayers and that. The generation now, like, they're not interested in being in the sun.
No one wants to be in the sun, getting dirty,
Yeah,
rolling around in sand. Yeah. Come work at Main Street in the aircon, play some FIFA.
Come in, give Sip a haircut, and we'll see what you can do.
You get the job if you pass the Sip.
For sure. So you go to your aunties and uncles.
Yep.
I'm assuming you predominantly there just start mainly barbering. Is that how you started generating most of your clientele?
So I started there and I was doing both. So I was doing men and women.
Yep.
Then the barber side was busy, so I stayed mostly with the barbers. Then it was just myself, my uncle and a cousin. We were just in there together, just us three. And the ladies' side obviously was in the same shop, but on the other side.
Yep.
So once I just got into that, I sort of stayed there and was helping them out and just kept growing from there.
And fading and stuff back then, it wasn't like, that's not what you were doing all day, was it?
Nah.
People, I think, like a lot of young barbers now don't understand. It was fading, skin fades, they weren't a thing.
No, that's the last, 5, 6, 7 years?
Yeah.
Before that, it was your number 2 back and sides, little taper on the neck.
Quite a few scissor cuts.
A lot of scissor cuts.
Yeah.
That was, and I think that's also another thing now that young apprentices don't really get the idea of, which I think sooner or later it's going to come back and you're going to have to know it.
You can already see it happening in like the UK and stuff, like those softer styles coming back. A lot of our clientele, they come in, someone gets a scissor cut, one of their mates, and they're just rinsing them.
Yeah, it's no good.
So it's going to be interesting when that change kind of comes.
It will, yeah. And I think you got to have, you got to have it up your sleeve just to be ready for it, I guess.
Definitely. When I watch you do a scissor cut, obviously you can do them rapidly because you must have just been doing them.
There was a lot of them.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people who didn't want clippers back then as well, so it was just like, they wanted like a number 2, but with scissors. Yeah. Just ball break.
You'd actually have people that would ask for that, hey?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, give me a number 2 with scissors.
With scissors, I'm like, just let me use my number 2. Why being difficult?
Well, you're probably one of the barbers growing up with a cord too.
I did have a cord. Yeah. So when that cord disappeared, I was lost for a while. Thought I was going to keep tripping over it. You
would have been like Gandalf with that. Just whipping it
just
over the head.
Yeah, nah. It's I don't miss it. Put it that way.
Yeah, we're getting some really good equipment come through now.
Yeah. There's good Babyless stuff coming through. Gamma.
Yeah.
So it's been good.
What's your kind of preference on tools? What do you use? Are you happy just to experiment? And
I'll just experiment with whatever. I'm not too fussy. My foils, I love my Andis. Yeah. They're number 1. I can't use anything else. My mini clippers, my Babyless, my go-to. And I use Gamma for fading and removing bulk. And
yeah, it's crazy. I've seen you go through like 50 pairs of clippers in 4 years.
In a month.
Yeah.
Dropping them, throwing them.
Well, Bailey seems to think that you break his clippers.
I break everything.
I don't know what he's talking about. The way he handles his equipment is
terrible.
It's kind
but I'll do whatever, as long as it puts a smile on his face and I don't have to listen to him.
Yeah,
it's all good.
He's probably as bad with his equipment as he is at FIFA.
That's terrible. I break him more in FIFA than I do his equipment.
I see it, and
look, he's the only one that won't believe it. So, look, there'll be a couple of snippets after a couple of 6-0 losses that Bailey's had, but I didn't say nothing about it.
I thought they were 7, to be honest, but
look, whatever's.
You've
got the records, not me.
Yeah, he's not the best in the shop, but yeah,
we'll let him pass. I let him win every now and then just so he keeps his confidence up.
Definitely.
I would like to make it fun, interesting.
While we're on the man, maybe you can tell us a little bit about kind of the crew we've got now. Yep. A little bit about everyone and obviously a bit of their experience and kind of their strengths and how we all kind of came together.
Yeah, so we started off, we had Leo here. He's gone away, he should be back soon, hopefully. We had Leanne, she's also gone off, had a baby. Talon, she's gone off to do something else and try another barbershop. Then we had Marco. Marco's actually here before them. I just didn't know.
Can't get rid of me.
Marco came in and he's a good asset to our shop.
We just had, 3 chairs at the time?
We had 3 chairs. 3 chairs going. Well, when I first started here, we had 2.
Yeah, you and Leo?
Me and Leo, yeah. And then it grew, and then you came. Leanne came, then Marco came. Talon came through. Now then we had Bailey come through. So now we've at the moment we've got Marco, Bailey, Connor, and James, and myself.
And Wilson.
Yeah, Big Willie, forgot about you. Yeah, so that's been going well. You know, we've got Bailey's gone off to UWA to get that shop going.
Yep.
He's been doing a really good job. Proud of him. You know, he's putting in the effort and he's doing us proud, which is good.
Yep.
Connor, we've had as he's our little baby.
Man, he's changed since the first day he walked through the door.
Yeah, from a client to one of us.
Yeah.
He's come through and he's, you know, wanted an apprenticeship, and we said, oh, we'll give you a go.
Yeah.
Coming from tiling, it was a bit of a difference, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not one of these kids that didn't want to be out in the sun. He's come in, mate, you couldn't have asked for a better apprentice.
Yeah.
Better, he's unreal.
Yeah. Not even just as a barber, just as a person.
Personality, everything.
Yeah.
Hard working, gets here early, last one to leave.
Yep.
Puts in the hard work. His haircuts have just gone.
Yeah, he kind of just flipped a switch, hey, at one point.
Yeah, he sort of got stuck at a point, and then I said, come on, it's time to turn it up now. And we all got COVID, and he was in here by himself, and turned it up, and it was good to see.
Connor's doing awesome. Obviously, he just finished off all his TAFE and stuff.
He's just finished TAFE. He graduated TAFE 2 months ago.
Yeah.
So that was good. It was exciting to see him finishing TAFE.
Yeah.
And James has got, I think, another year and a bit.
Yep.
So he's doing really well. He came over and we've cleaned him up and got him to where we need him, and he's doing really well. Proud of the way he's done as well. So it's been good. Wilson's come from another barbershop. He's obviously a qualified barber and he's doing really well. So
it was nice to get Wilson in here and Bailey out.
That was, I
don't have to see a chiropractor 3 times a week anymore.
My arms have stopped being bruised from thinking he's Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
you know?
Can't fight, can't play FIFA, but at least he's doing a good job at
UWA. That we can give him a bit of
bit of praise for.
Yeah, bit of praise. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah.
Now, probably the last 18 months, coming out of COVID, obviously we're having a lot more people come into WA, and you've been lucky enough to kind of head out and have some good experiences with some international.
Yeah, that's been pretty cool. I've had people like Hooligan Hefs, Day One, RD, Ted Statics.
H, was it?
No, I didn't get him. No, didn't get him.
No, who was the DJ you got? You went out too. You and Connor.
RD.
Yeah. Sorry,
yeah.
Mate, I'm not up to date with my UK DJs.
So that was good.
Is that always something you
Moe Don't Worry as well, when they were over for UFC.
Yes.
That was good fun. That's awesome.
Is that always something you've wanted to do?
Yeah. I've always wanted to, push and get my business to get into that sort of stuff as well. But when I do that sort of stuff, it's not just for myself or Dave or the business. If there's more to do, I bring everyone with me, and it's not just for me; it's for everyone.
Definitely, it must be nice challenging yourself too.
Yeah.
Because like I said, you can do scissor cuts with your eyes closed down and stuff like that. So
I like a bit of a challenge. Keeps you on your feet.
Definitely. It's obviously recognition for the hard work you've put in.
Yeah. Look, you don't get it from sitting around playing video games.
Yeah.
So I've tried to put the hard work in. It's getting there. It's still not exactly where we want to be. Yeah. But we're getting there slowly.
Yeah. What's kind of a bit of your long-term plan for the shop and that? Obviously, we've got the 2 stores now. Do you look more than kind of, do you look far into the future, or you kind of try to act?
Look, I do. I sort of set myself out what I want, little bit by little bit. You know, I'm not going to go and say I'm going to have 7 shops in a year. Yeah. It's just ridiculous. It's not going to happen. Yeah. So, I'd like to get one shop up and running where it's stable, get another one going where it's stable, then I'll think about the next move. So, I do keep thinking, but whether I make a move on it or until I'm comfortable, I'll do it.
Yeah, more problems there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell us also a little bit about, obviously the culture at our shop now has grown a lot. Yeah. And it stems from obviously the people, yourself, Dave, the people in and around the shop, our customers.
Yep.
kind of the demographic that we have in the kind of shop that you've established here on Main Street in Aussie Park?
Alright, so our demographic, jeez.
We got all sorts.
Mullets.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, we get, from our businessmen to people that think they're businessmen, to, young kids that, finish from Servile College, run down, get first in line, to the other 70 who walk down behind them. It's good. We have a good mix. We invite everyone. It's, everyone that comes here knows the way we are and what we do.
Yeah.
Everyone comes in and has a laugh. We're all in here for a laugh. Everyone goes to work and it's work. But I like everyone to come in, and especially the staff come in and, they come here, they have a good time. They're still at work.
Yeah.
They get to have a laugh with clients. So that's how it should be, and that's what I want it to be.
Definitely. I think everyone that comes in here just feels kind of comfortable in the space, which is good. I'm like that. I'm inviting. I'm an inviting person, Yeah.
There's room for everyone. We'll make it work. Just,
Have you had any kind of horror experiences through your time? Like, is there anything that kind of comes to your mind that you can remember just stick out? Like,
got a couple.
Yeah.
It was a Saturday. I was working with my auntie, and I had a kid had a fit in the chair, fell off his chair, face first on the floor.
Epileptic fit.
Yeah, broke his nose. It was bloodbath everywhere. That was probably the biggest.
Did you finish his haircut?
Well, when he came back, came back next week with some flowers and chocolates for everyone, just to sort of say sorry. Not that it was anything bad. That was probably number one.
Yeah.
I took when I was an apprentice, I was doing the scissor cut. As you do, you make your mistakes when you're learning, and pulled this guy's ear down and just let it go and pulled my scissors straight through his ear.
Serious?
Yeah, it wasn't good. Just felt the crunch of his ear. Yeah, terrible.
People that aren't aware of like the head bleeding, like that's
next level.
Eh?
Nah, it took probably a good 20 minutes.
How far into your apprenticeship were you at this point?
Second year. So it was in the middle of it, so it probably shouldn't have happened, but it happened.
I think one thing I've really learned from you as well is that it's okay to make mistakes in our industry, but obviously there's nothing really that's unfixable in what we do now.
No, of course. If you make the mistake, you got to work out a way to fix it.
Yeah.
There's no point stressing or getting your knickers in a knot.
Yeah.
It's not going to fix it. So just quickly work out a way to sort it out.
I remember someone told me once, they're like, don't let anyone ever know you've made a mistake. Yeah. You see people that stand there and they're stressed.
You got to be able to cover that one up as well. You can't let the expression be all over your face.
Definitely.
Otherwise, it's game over.
Definitely. You guys obviously now as well stepping into the education side of things. You're doing a bit more with that. Yep. How's that all been going?
Yeah, look, as you can probably tell, I'm not one to talk in front of people. My first couple were, I stuttered my way through it because I didn't know how to talk in front of people and what to say, because as I'm going through a haircut, it changes constantly. Yep. I might not do everyone's haircut the same. Might be the same haircut, but I might do it different. You know, so I don't even have a way I do it set out. So that was good, but the education side of it's good. I enjoy it. It's different, it gets everyone out of the shop. We go away, we get to teach people. I get to see the boys, grow, which is good.
In a different environment.
Yeah, which then I see them also, everything that I'm telling them, I see them put that to work. And it shows they're actually listening and they're actually taking it in, which means more than anything, which is good.
Cool.
Yeah.
And where do you find your inspiration from? Like where do you when people come in all the time with something that you think we've done it all, and someone will bring something in and go,
I like the challenge. It's the challenge for me. It's people come in like, can you do this? And I'll be like, I'll tell them obviously yes, I can do it.
Yeah.
And then in my head it's just like an equation going through trying to work out what's going on.
Yeah, just mapping it out.
Yeah. So when I start, I picture it in my head how it's going to finish on the head, and by the end of it, it's not finished until I get it where it needs to be.
Definitely. And we're pretty lucky here as well. Between us and Mi Casa, we've kind of got the ability to do some things that are pretty different compared to most barbershops.
Yeah. Like with Marquez's next door, which is, it's great to work with them as well. Dave's awesome. The girls are awesome. It's good, we get to do a lot of colour work, bleaching, pastel colours, braids.
Yep.
Yes.
The perms
are good. Perms are picking up.
Well.
Yeah. Did a couple of them last week, which was really good.
Yep.
What else have we got with him?
Chemical straightening.
Yeah, that's cool. Chemical straightening, that's different. Like watching them do that, it's more of a process that's, you actually got to watch and make sure you do it properly.
Yep.
So perms, chemical straightening, colours.
It's nice to have the options.
Yeah, it's good. If we had to do that in here, it's probably, having the staff that know how to do it, as, they've all gone through an apprenticeship now that's just barbering. They don't know the colour sides to it and the bleach, the mixtures, what reacts with what.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
No, it's it's awesome when someone comes in with a photo and we can literally say we can give you exactly that all in one place.
Yeah, it's
Tends
good.
to be a really good kind of point of difference for our shop, which it's fun. It's fun seeing the results of
it's
what
good
we
seeing
can
him
do.
walk in, with dark hair, walk out pink.
Yeah. Who got that? Someone got that recently. No, I'm thinking of Jules when he.
Nah, Jules there, and Violet.
Jules is a good one.
Yeah.
Always something different.
Good laugh.
Yeah. Man, he's funny. He's good value.
He is, yes, very. As a staff member of Main St Barbers, I'm going to start throwing some little questions at my boy here.
Yeah.
How do you find working with us?
So I think initially at the very start, it was a lot because you walk in and people were loud. I was going from a shop where it was just pretty much by the book. It's very calm and that. So it's been a real big thing for me that you guys encourage expressing yourself.
Of course.
And I think that reflects a lot individually in our own clientele.
Yep.
We obviously naturally you attract people that are more similar to you.
Yep.
And it's good fun. I love everyone just getting roasted 24/7. It's awesome. Obviously, I started out with you, Dave, and Leanne, and Leanne definitely held her own in that department.
She did. She was good fun.
Yeah, it's really good. Just we all know what we have to do, but not being micromanaged to the point where you don't feel like
I'm not
yourself.
About that. Yeah. Like I said before, everyone comes to work and it's already no one wants to go to work. So you got to make the environment fun. You can't micromanage people. And just, this is how it needs to be done. This is what we've got to do. Get it done and let's just enjoy it.
I think I love the fact as well is that any day you can always come home with a story from work. Something
Stupid.
always seems to happen here, whether it be one of the nut jobs at the bus station down the road or
they've been good fun. There's actually been a few around this week.
There's always something popping off.
Yeah.
And,
there's always something. What's the word? Entertainment.
Yeah, definitely. If it's not in the shop, it's outside. But most of the time it is in the shop.
Yeah.
The FIFA battles, the UFC matches on there.
The UFC with Bailey.
Yeah, UFC with Bailey.
Yeah.
I think he actually owes me some money for my neck, which has been fucked for a year.
Chiropractor.
Yeah. But it's good. I love it. I think that's credit to you and Dave to what you've created here.
Thank you.
And
it's good to have a good team with us, and hopefully we can all keep growing together and just keep having fun.
Definitely.
That's what it's about.
Now, would you be open to getting the boys around the table? And I think if we just left it completely open, it might be too...
I don't know what would come out there.
Too manic. I don't know if it would be good for business, but I think if we got a set up where maybe we get Dave to host with some questions and
Dave's a good one for the host, I think.
Yeah,
and he can talk.
He can talk. And we'll give everyone a platform to kind of.
Yep. Oh look, happily. Let me know. I'll chuck him in there.
Yeah, we can always edit it if we have to.
Yeah. Well, I think there'll be a lot of editing after that one.
few bleeps.
Everyone's going to be getting roasted in there.
Yeah.
So
we'll just have a 15-minute roast session and.
Not a problem.
It'd be something for our clients to enjoy anyway.
They will. That'll be a good laugh.
Yeah. I appreciate you coming on. And
Thanks for having me.
just before I go, how is the coffee at Sondrea?
Unreal. Can't beat it.
Who makes it better, Golf or Nick?
Well, don't tell Nick, but Golf's got I think Golf's got it.
Golf's the man behind the machine.
I think
eh?
he is. I think he's done. He knows what I want. I walk in, he looks at me, gives me the nod, see you later, thank you.
Get off Sportsbet, Nick, alright? If you're watching.
Stop watching that little TV with your basketball, bud.
Get a bigger TV, come on.
Surely you won enough multis, mate.
Well, I appreciate it, Christian. And
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I'll see you on Thursday, Arvo, as we gear up for Easter.
Nice weekend.
Thanks, mate.